students, how are you? In the previous lecture, we have completed 2.2 lesson, okay, and all activities on page number 35, okay, and today we are going to learn Somebody's Mother, a poem, okay, on page number 36, 2.3, a poem, Somebody's Mother, okay. So page number 36, there are some activities. Warming up. First activity, warming up. Read the following proverb that has a biblical reference. Do unto others as you would have others to unto you. Now find at least 5 other proverbs or axioms or quotations. Biblical references means you can say proverbs or some kind of quotations. Okay, as you sow, so shall you reap. Tit for tat. Okay, honesty is the best policy. These are some examples of proverbs or quotation. Okay, so you can find these quotations anywhere in any book. Okay, so first activity is completed. Now second activity, study the following sets of words. Set A, pleased, happy, joyful, ecstatic. Set B, letter, word, sentences, paragraph. Now the words in these sets are arranged in ascending order. Ascending order, keep in mind, ascending order, each word showing the higher degree that the previous one. Each word, see, pleased, happy, joyful, ecstatic. Ecstatic is the highest happiness. Letter, word, sentence and paragraph. So paragraph is the highest degree. Now you have to rearrange the following groups of words in an ascending order. Adult, aged, infant, youth. First one is infant, second one youth, third adult, and fourth aged. Infant, youth, adult, aged. B, cold, freezing, cool, chill. First one is cool, then cold, third chill, and fourth freezing. Cool, cold, chill, freezing. C, brilliant, genius, bright, intelligent. First, bright, second one, intelligent, third one, brilliant, and fourth one, genius. Okay, bright, intelligent, then brilliant, then last one is genius. Okay, and last D, mountain, peak or summit, mount, hill. So first one is mount, second one hill, third one mountain, and fourth one peak or summit. Mount, hill, mountain, summit. Okay, or peak. So activity second is completed. Now activity third, prepare similar word chains using the following ideas. Similar word chain, you have to write similar words for given words, just like rain, drizzle, then shower, downpour, and deluge. Okay, shower, downpour, and deluge. I will write for you. First one is shower, second one downpour, and third one is deluge. Okay, these are the similar words for the word drizzle or rain or drizzle, you can say. Okay, then second is wind or breeze, हवा जिसे कहते हैं. अब हवा के लिए सिमिलर वर्ड्स पहले दिया है ब्रीज, उसके बाद हम लिख सकते हैं गेल, ड्रॉट. ओके, गेल, then air, then drought. These are similar words. Okay, then sunshine. Sunshine के लिए warm दिया है, warm, hot. Okay, warm for hot, then balmy, and sultry. So these are some similar words. Okay, then water body के लिए दिया है pool, then pond, lake and sea. Pond, lake, L-A-K-E, lake and sea, S-E-A. Size for big, large, huge, immense. Okay, very big you can say also. Large, huge, immense. And last one, small, little, tiny. Okay, little, tiny and minute. M-I-N-U-T, minute. So little, tiny and minute. Okay, so activities on page number 36 are completed. Now we will learn the poem Somebody's Mother on page number 37. The poem is a touching poem about an old woman who tries to cross the street, to cross the road. An old woman is trying, or old woman tried to cross the road, but nobody is there to help that old woman to cross the road, for crossing the road. But one boy helps that old woman in crossing the road, in crossing the street, thinking that the old woman is somebody's mother. And when my mother would be in difficulty, someone help my mother. So it is my duty to help that old woman, and that boy helps that old woman. This is the poem actually. Young boy helps old woman, thinking that she would be, or she is his own mother. And when when the boy's own mother will be in need, someone will help. Someone will help his mother or the boy's mother in her need when he was not there, he is not there. So this is actually the central idea of the poem. Okay, Somebody's Mother, page number 37. The woman was old and ragged and grey and bent with the chill of a winter's day. The streets were white with a recent snow, and the woman's feet with age were slow. The woman, there was an old woman. She was old, she was ragged and she was grey hair. She was grey, she was ragged. रैग मतलब जैसे बोलते हैं ना, फटे कपड़े हुए, कपड़े जिसके फटे हुए थे, तो ऐसे she was old, ragged. Okay, torn clothes you can say. So she had a torn clothes, she was old and grey, and she bent back. She was bent back because she was very old, and she bent with the chill of winter's day. There was season of winter, and because of winter she bent. Okay, she had bent her back because of the chill of winter. Chilly atmosphere was there, and she was walking by bending her back in the chill of winter's day. The streets were white with recent snow. All the streets were covered with white snow. Recent snowfall was there, and the streets were covered with white snow. And the woman's feet with age were slow. Due to age, she was old woman. Due to her old age, she was walking very slow. Because of her age, she was walking very slow, and on the street there was snow, so she was walking slow, and she had bent her back because there was chilly atmosphere, and her speed of walking was very slow due to her age, because of her old age. Okay, so first paragraph, first stanza we have completed. Now second stanza. At the crowded crossing, she waited long, jostled aside by the careless throng of human beings who passed her by, unheeding the glance of her anxious eye. At the crowded crossing, there was crowded crossing, crowded square. She had been waited for a long time. Okay, she wanted to cross the road, and she was waiting. She had been waiting for a long time that someone would help her in crossing the street or in crossing the road. So, at the crowded crossing, the old woman waited for a long time and she was jostled. Okay, jostled means she was pushed. Jostled means she was pushed. She was pushed aside by careless throng of human beings. Throng of human beings means group of human beings, or you can say crowd. So she was pushed aside by crowd. Crowd was pushing her. Crowd was pushing her aside. Okay, and a crowd of human beings who was passing that old woman, that crowd was pushing the old woman aside. मतलब वो जो crowd था वो crowd उस old woman को धक्के दे रहा था, वो उसे धक्के देके आगे जा रहा था, उसे पीछे ढकेल रहा था. Okay, so and the group of human beings or the crowd was careless, and that group of people carelessly pushing aside that old woman, unheeding the glance of her anxious eye. Unheeding means not paying attention. Unheeding means what? Not paying attention. So the crowd was not paying attention to the old woman. Old woman's glance. Glance means what? Look. Anxious look. Worried look, you can say. Okay, which look? Worried look. Worried look. Worried look of old woman. Old woman was looking anxiously because she wanted to cross the road. But she could not cross the road because of her old age and because there were some vehicles running here and there, and she was scared. She was worried, but she wanted to cross the road, but the people were not paying attention to her anxious look, to her anxious you can say worried look to the old woman. Okay, मतलब कोई भी उसकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं दे रहा था. She wanted to cross the road, but there were much vehicles on the street, and so she was scared to cross the road. Second stanza completed. Now third stanza. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came happy boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow-piled white and deep, past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. So down the street with laughter, okay, from the another street with laughter and shouting, there came a group of boys. The group of boys was happy and they were shouting, they were laughing, they were shouting, they were glad. Glad means happy, because the school was let out. The school was over, and after school they were coming out, or they came out from school with laughter, with happiness, and with a shout. Came happy boys like a flock of sheep. Okay, the group of boys was like a flock of sheep. Okay, and they were happy. And they were shouting in a happiness. Hailing the snow-piled white and deep. Hailing, okay? Hailing means what? Welcoming. They were welcoming. All boys or group of boys were welcoming the snow pile or the white snow. Okay, they were happy in a snowfall. Snowfall में बहुत वो happy थे और वो snowfall का स्वागत कर रहे थे. Okay, snowfall को enjoy कर रहे थे. The group of boys was enjoying the snowfall. All the boys were welcoming the snowfall, the pile of snowfall, white and deep snow. Past the woman so old and grey. But on this side there was woman, there was old and grey woman. Hasten the children on their way. Hasten means what? Hurried fast. Hasten means hurried fast. The boys were in a hurry. Okay, वो बहुत घाई में थे. The boys were in a hurry. The children were moving ahead. In a hurry on their way. The children were moving on their way in a hurry, and there was woman on another side, old woman and grey woman, and another side the boys were coming in a happy mood, and they were moving their way in a hurry. They were moving fast in a hurry like the crowd. Okay, जैसे crowd आगे बढ़ रहा था वैसे वो boys भी आगे बढ़ रहे थे. Third stanza is completed. Now fourth stanza. None offered a helping hand to her, so weak and timid, afraid to stir, lest the carriage wheels or the horse's feet should trample her down in the slippery street. So the boys were moving on their way in a hurry. Okay, they were going ahead in a hurry, and so like the crowd, no one was paying attention to that old woman who was on another side. Okay, no one was paying attention. No one was paying attention. No one offered helping hand to that old woman. मतलब किसी ने भी उस woman के लिए helping hand आगे नहीं किया. Helping hand उसे नहीं दिया. कोई भी उसे help नहीं कर रहा था. Everyone was in a hurry, and no one offered a helping hand to that old woman, and the old woman was weak and timid. Okay, the old woman was weak and she was timid, she was scared and she was shy, she was scaring, she had become weak and she was scaring, she was afraid to stir. She was afraid to stir means the old woman was scaring to mix up in a crowd. So she was standing aside, she was standing by one side of the crowd, by one side of the road, and she was scaring to cross the street, she was scaring to mix up in the crowd. Okay, and she was very timid means she was shy, she was scary and she was frightened, she had become weak. Or why she was scaring? Lest the carriage wheels means cart wheels or horses feet would trample her. If she would cross the road, the carriage or any cart or horse feet would trample her. मतलब उसे ऐसा डर लग रहा था कि अगर वो रोड क्रॉस करने की कोशिश करेगी तो कोई भी गाड़ी हो या हॉर्सेस के फीट हो उसे ट्रैम्पल कर देंगे. ट्रैम्पल मतलब क्रश कर देंगे, कुचल देंगे. वो गाड़ी के नीचे आ सकती है या घोड़ों के पैरों के नीचे अगर आ सकती है, ऐसा उसे डर लग रहा था. Her down in the slippery street. The streets had become slippery because of continuous snowfall. स्लीपरी बन चुके थे, इसलिए अगर वो कोशिश करेगी आगे जाने की, रोड क्रॉस करने की, तो घोड़े या गाड़ी उसे कुचल देंगे या उसके नीचे वो आ सकती है, ऐसा उसे डर लग रहा था. That is why she was not trying to cross the road, because she was scaring that the cart would come, any cart would come or horse feet would trample the old woman. So she was scaring and she had become weak and timid. Okay, fourth stanza is completed. Now fifth stanza. At last came out of the merry troop the gayest boy of all group. He paused beside her and whispered low, I will help you across if you wish to go. Okay, so at last out of the merry group means happy group. From the happy group there came a gayest boy. Gayest means most cheerful boy or most happy boy. Gayest means most cheerful or happy boy came from that happy boys group, and he paused, he stopped beside that old woman and whispered. Whispered means spoke low. He spoke low in her ear, I will help you across if you wish to go. Means the boy offered a helping hand to that old woman and he said, don't worry, I will help you to cross the road. So in this way we have completed this stanza on page number 37, and rest of the part of the poem we will learn in the next lecture. Thank you.